What up, YouTube? It's your boy, and I'm back with another video. Today's topic is about I am thankful for all the bad things that happened to me. And this might sound awkward for you guys to hear, but growing up, I didn't have much. Growing up, I went through a lot of things. I don't like to even keep saying that type of shit. I was just made another video on a topic similar to this, but for me, saying that I'm thankful and grateful for everything that I've went through is it's just something that you learn. You learn that in life, things happen and you got to keep it moving. There's those situations that it does have things happen and you become very sad and stagnant. But over time, shit just keep happening and you just kind of become immune to it. Where it's like, yeah, this happened before. We gonna keep it moving. No matter what kind of thing it is. Things happen and you just keep it going with your head on. It's a big ass dog over there. But you just keep staying focused no matter what happens. It could be a death, it could be a lost relationship, it could be a lost friend, it could just be you're losing your job, losing a house, stuff like that. There's a lot of things that I already went through, like similar to that too. So it's like you just got to keep it moving. So I wrote down a couple things that I wanted to share with you guys. I put, the hardships in life make you who you are, a stronger, smarter, and wiser version of yourself. This is something that I learned, that just, when things go wrong and you just keep it moving, over time, it just fades away. And just, you're still that guy that you're still like becoming that person that you are, like something like that you have to go to work. Some people take days off, quit their job, or just, they lose their job and just, they don't know what to do. Right. So like for a relationship or a death, I use that as motivation. Like I said in my past video, that I use that as motivation to keep it going, to make me go twice as hard. Another reason to go harder, right? So, and another thing with that is I just like when everything goes wrong and, there's bad things going on in life and might not even be bad things going on. You might just feel lost, or you just you feel empty or just weird, or just like, why am I even kind of like, what's going on? Like, if you really start to look at it, a lot of people get into like the woke mentality where they're thinking of, why I'm just a bunch of molecules just living and stuff like that. I'm just a ball of energy in the state of New Jersey or something like that. And I don't mean anything to nobody and stuff like that. And that's where everybody gets it all wrong. And the thing that I'm thankful for is also something that, like, it built my character, and you learn from each lesson, which I'm gonna get onto right now. Every new unfortunate situation that happens makes me more intrigued to learn more about myself. How you would handle the situation in the moment versus how, when time goes by and you reanalyze the situation, and how you would fix your actions, right? This is something that is like, sometimes things just happen. Things just come about within your life. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect guy and at all. Like, I'm not saying that at all. Like, for me, I can say that I can give you an example of me just getting I had gotten these rumors heard about me, and they were absolutely false. Like, it was just like fallacies. And I'm just like, okay, people in this place are kind of going to think that this shit is true. And I kind of reevaluated myself. And when things got hard, right, I felt myself like turning soft. I'm like, I don't want them to think that. And then like something in my head was like, it just turned to me like right then in that moment, was like, why the fuck do you care if these people think this about you or not, right? And that's where I got like my ego comes to the side, where it's like, listen, like, what's good with you, bro? Like, it starts to snap me into check sometimes, my ego. And having an ego sometimes is a good thing. It just snapped me into check and put me back into reality that, why the fuck would you ever try to say that, like, if I were to go into the situation and go tell everybody around the situation that happened, because the situation was just out of pocket and it was just out of line. Like, all of the pieces, it's like a puzzle, but the puzzle was nowhere near complete. It's like the edge was in the middle and the corner was in the middle and shit like that. It was just something so crazy. And me thinking, I was just like, I don't give a fuck if these people think about anything about me. I'm Patrick. I started to really think, like, again, just within that moment, it was just a snap, like, yo, you're Patrick, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you care if any of these people think about you like that? Or just anything like that, which is absolutely false of what all the rumors were. So, like, in that situation, right, within a split second, I changed myself, and with, just even acting out of character, because I realized that if the old Patrick, just, a couple years ago, just not as wiser and just so quick to react to things, like just hurt of people talking about me. I never really had rumors talked about me, like even through school and shit. I couldn't even give a fuck. But, back then it would probably be like me snapping on that person, like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, or anything like that. I literally simply went about just not talking to these people, realized that they didn't have good energy, and just, I realized they gotta go. And, I don't give a fuck about all of that. It was just more so like how much I realized I mature from this stuff like that. Like, I was just like, wow, I'm so fucking happy within myself, because the old Patrick would have got somebody to go do something to this certain person. The old Patrick would have fucking spazzed on this bitch type shit. And he held it. Like, the new Patrick, literally the upgraded version that I said that, you learn from your lessons, he's totally different. Like, I'm just calm, I'm smooth, collected, and it was just like, I just maneuvered it. I didn't give a fuck. Like, the rumors were false, so I was like, why the fuck would you care about a false rumor? Like, I heard Polo G once say, he was like, I'm too official to clear a rumor, or some rapper has said that. I think it was Polo G. And that signed with me right there, because it's like, when you the middle of the attention, people gonna always talk about you. Like, I'm not gonna say, I'm telling you right now, I'm handsome as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I step in the room, people was looking and shit like that. I'm always gonna be talked about, right? Whether good or bad, So I feel as if, like, I really do feel like I'm too official to clear up a rumor. If you want to believe that, believe that, It was just something that, I realized how much I grew from the old Patrick. I would have done something so out of pocket. And like, thinking that I can really spit the facts out, like, even in the position that it's like I could have just spit the whole facts out. I could have said some wild shit that I just don't want to say, because I don't get no benefit arguing with a girl. I don't get no benefits arguing with girls or spreading rumors about, like, that he say, she say shit. That shit was corny to me. I was like, okay, so this person's kind of trying to get my attention or something. So these people won't get my attention. It's good, it's something like that. And another thing is, like, a situation where, you probably realize that you spazzed, like, in that moment, you just spazzed out without thinking. You kind of blacked out, maybe hurt somebody, or just, kind of did something. And then you realizing later, when you're cooled down and more calm and collective, you realize that I could have handled that a whole different situation. So that's where you learn from certain things, That was just my example that just literally recently happened, I don't give a fuck about no rumors, like I said, but it was just something that recently happened. And it kind of toughened me up. I was like, I think of somebody as me. Like, I'm always gonna have people talk about me. Like, that's just who I am. I'm always gonna have the good and the bad about me. I'm gonna be somebody with high power and high respect. So I'm gonna hear way more worse things than what these people were saying, right? I'm gonna hear way more worse things, and I'm gonna hear some crazy shit about me. I'm gonna hear some accusations. And the rumors I heard, I was like, wow, these people really think they know me. I took a step back. I was like, these people think they know me, and they don't know me. So I'm like, wow, like, so that was like kind of my first time going through something like that. And I learned, and it kind of intrigues me to, not almost say get into drama, or just, just me being a part of something that my name gets in, and I just want to see how I handle it, because most people go through emotions and shit like that. But now I'm starting to stop fucking feeling emotional like a girl, and to really just dial in and just, just using your brain more, like, this person trying to get something from me, this, that, just, kind of moving silent and just being that guy who's always talked about. When you're that guy, you're always going to be talked about. I realized, and I'm good. Like I said, I'm going to have great power within this world. So I'm always going to hear a lot of things about me. I'm going to hear way more worse things. So it toughened me up to be like, yo, you're going to hear way more things than that. What the fuck is that? That shouldn't even, like, kind of get to your mind, But, it's weird, because I kind of got to see these people every kind of day, and I don't give a fuck about that. But it's just like, if it was at somewhere else that they were spreading rumors, that it would have been different. But yeah, that's how I went about it, and it was just something that I learned from. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that shit happening. Like, that's like the weird shit, because most people with rumors, they'll either go be very sad, very depressed, just very angry, and I didn't feel any of those emotions. I just felt like I'm getting smarter. Like, okay, like I explained earlier how I feel like I'm getting smarter. Like, I'm working with my brain. I'm I'm maneuvering pretty well. You know, I'm learning things and everything like that. So I'm grateful for things like that. Like I said, other people will be sad and depressed. Other people will be angry, want to hurt somebody and shit like that. I will just be that silent fucking God that just maneuvers through things, you know. So that's how I want to see myself. I envision myself as a king, so I have to move like a king. That's how I think, right? And lastly, for all the bad things, you have to, the way to really grow is to learn, right? So you have to learn. I'm gonna get into it, right? The only way you can grow is if you learn and acknowledge what happens to you and not doing the same mistake that you did, right? That is growth. That is something that you have to learn. If you don't learn and, you know, things happen and you just realize you're sad, you know, and then automatically after a while, you're like, okay, I'm good, you know, this, that. But you didn't learn anything. You didn't acknowledge that this person did wrong, or that this person is not good for you, or this person, you know, is not supposed to be with you or something like that. Then you didn't learn shit. You're just still going to stay in the same predicament. And my example for that is that everyone knows that one girl that gets cheated on 20 times, but is still with that person. Everyone knows that person, that type of girl. There's a lot of girls like that I know within my life. It's probably a couple. It's probably like in the tens now, like tens or 20 of people that I know that I just hear the same story of. I swear to God. So that girl that keeps getting cheated on, she's sad, she's crying, but she doesn't learn shit. She doesn't learn nothing. She doesn't know anything. She's vulnerable. She's gullible. The guy says that, oh, he comes with flowers, and, you know, no, everything's going to be okay. I'm sorry. You know, he shows a little emotion, maybe even cries to the extent, and gets her love back again. And it's the same, like, cycle over. That person doesn't learn anything because they don't take a moment to step back, really realize this dude is not good for me. This guy is playing with me. When you hear things, I'm gonna tell you guys this too. When you hear things from a third person's point of view, it really humbles you. I will tell you this right now, because your brain might be thinking somewhat of the same thing that they're thinking, but when it's from a third person's point of view, you telling them the situation that happened or whatever, or they already knowing, and they come and tell you the situation to your face, like on some G shit, just on some, this dude has been playing with you for years. He has you around the hand, around your finger. He could do whatever with you. All he has to do is show up with some flowers and cry a little bit, and he's back into that. You know, he got you every single time, you know, stuff like that. When you hear something like that compared to just, you know, he's cheating on me, he cheated on me, I know he's kind of playing with me, but I still feel as if there's love there and everything like that. It humbles you. That person, somebody telling me that somebody is playing with me, just like they have me around my finger, I'm just like, ouch. But I understand it. You know, I would be fucked. If I was a girl, I'd have been like, ouch. Okay, I understand now. It's from a third person point of view. These people see that that this dude is even playing with me, and I got cheated on like 10 times, but I'm still here, you know, and everything like that. So that is why you should be thankful for everything that happens to you. Always take something with, you know, thinking of the bright side, right? Like I realized, like, you know, on SpongeBob, they always said, look at the bright side, or some shit, like, or on some Disney shit, look at the bright side. I realized the bright side is the gratitude to things, right? Like, if I lost my home today, right, I would still be grateful that I am living, that I have my car. I would be grateful that on the bright side, you know, they say on the bright side, you have your car. And, you know, it's something that's like something that you just have to learn gratitude and really journal and just, you know, really become just a good overall human being to realize that, okay, I might not have this anymore, but at least I still have this. At least I still can maneuver and do things and even sleep in my car or something like that, right? So, yeah, guys, that's all I can tell you. I'm thankful for all of the bad things that happened to me. I know you guys, you know, after a while, like, especially with me, I can say all of the bad things, like, especially the big things that happened to me. I took it out in the gym, and I'm getting stronger. I'm looking better. My body's becoming the body that I want to become. And, I'm just doing better overall physically and mentally. So over time, all of the bad things that happen turns into lessons. And from those lessons, you learn, bro. And if you don't learn, like I said, that's tough. You're not going to learn shit. You're just going to keep going through a cycle of loopholes of the same thing that's happening, but you won't do nothing to stop it. So stay yourself, stay 300, and whatever you do in life, trust me, I believe in you, bro.